Assalamu alaikum, fam. Hope you're doing well. So, let's begin. This is the book explanation of Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab's removal of doubts and Imam Muhammad ibn Salih al-Uthayman. So, a quick note, it says here that, I'll read it how they... So, it's authored by Shaykh al-Islam Muhammad ibn al-Wahhab, explained by the noble Shaykh Imam Muhammad ibn Salih al-Uthayman, prepared by Fahd ibn Nasir ibn Ibrahim al-Sulayman, and translated by Qasim Mutiva. May Allah have mercy on all of them for this wonderful, cool book. So, they have a quick thing in here for the first video, is a biographical sketch of Shaykh al-Islam Muhammad ibn Abd al-Wahhab, D126H. So what's cool here, it says that he comes from a tribe which is a subdivision of Tamim. So this tribe is called Tamim, and he's from a subdivision of that tribe. They call him in short Shaykh al-Islam. And guess what? This is his full name here. Like, I guess it's how they transcribe lineage. So follow me here. Muhammad ibn Abd al-Wahhab ibn Sulayman ibn Ali ibn Muhammad ibn Ahmad ibn Rashid ibn Buraid ibn Muhammad ibn Musharraf ibn Umar. Very cool, right? Now it says he was born in a place called Uyayna in 1115H, and apparently his grandpa was a very prominent scholar of Najd of his time, and his father was also a scholar. So he grew up in a household where there was a lot of Islamic knowledge being exchanged. I found that to be really interesting because if your grandpa and your dad are studying a lot and they're really, diligent, it's very potent. If the absence of a father can lead to destruction, and worse, a grandfather can lead to destruction, the strengthening of pious parents and grandparents is very helpful. So I found that to be pretty cool. It also said he memorized the Quran before the age of 10. Amazing. It also says here that he studied fiqh, Islamic jurisprudence, and he also had a very strong memory. He was very renowned for his memory. So he also studied lots of tafsir, they said, which is the explanation of the Quran, and he also studied the hadith, the collections that related to the Prophet and such. So he was very diligent night and day with his works. I really thought that was awesome because it just goes to show, we can never stop. And I liked how he said the hadith here. There are some people, other YouTubers, who contend you don't have to study hadith. You just can know a couple, and that's sufficient. Rather, what I get from this biography is that no, he was digging in, and I kind of found myself really liking that, because I kind of saw myself kind of like him in a way, where you just can't stop, like you hunger for it, where you're just digesting. It's really an honor to be able to love it, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes certain people really into this type of analytical thinking and have a hunger for it, right? It also says that he was very good at memorizing fundamentals of scholarly texts of various branches of Islamic knowledge. So total nerd, which is pretty cool. Really into diligently studying. Probably got that also from being in an environment, right? So himself liking it, his dad and his grandpa, and then Allah giving him that. It says also here he traveled to various regions of Najd. He also went to Mecca, and he studied with scholars there. Then he went to Medina, and then studied with scholars there. So he has done a lot of studying. You got your dad, your grandpa, you yourself learning a lot. Then you go to Medina, and then you go to Mecca, and you're just going around learning a lot of things. It's pretty nice. So it says here, there was a distinguished scholar called Shaykh Abdullah ibn Ibrahim ash-Shamari, who he studied with. And it also says he studied what was called the laws of inheritance, Fara'id, with the Shaykh who specializes in that, called Ibrahim ash-Shamari. May Allah be pleased with all of them. And that Shaykh Shamari authored something called al-Adhab al-Faid fi Sharf al-Fiya al-Farid. And then he also met another famous scholar of hadith called Muhammad Hayat al-Sindi. So, wow, surrounded by knowledge. Kind of awesome. All these people get, that's one cool thing is like they got to live back then and they had all these people around them. Which is pretty cool, man. And then it goes into he also he transcribed a lot of the works of Ibn Taymiyyah and Ibn Qayyim and some of his works that are actually in museums, it says. So he was reading a lot, doing a lot of things, and some of his handwritten stuff is in museums today. Pretty cool. Then it says he openly called to Salafi Dawah and to worship Allah alone, so he's calling to Tawheed. And he rejected evil, and it says here that he really exposed the people of innovation, bid'ah, and the people of shirk, and that he was supported by the tribe of Saud, who they really helped him in his efforts and strengthened his call. I don't know if this is correct. When it says Saud, does that mean Saudi Arabia? I got a lot to learn about geography and history. But Saud, that sounds like the Saud lineage, right? I don't know. I don't know if other people have that last name. Forgive me, I don't know. But it just says that in the book. Okay. And then it says he died in 1206 and he also wrote these really cool things. One of them is called, it was a book, Kitabul Tawheed. I hope these are translated in English eventually. I have to find them. I've been having a hard time finding like a lot of the good books, Kashf al-Shubahat, Al-Kabair, Mukhtasar al-Insaf wa al-Shar al-Kabir, Mukhtasar Zad al-Ma'ad, and then religious verdicts and treatises that they were compiled under the name of Majmu Mu'alafa al-Imam Muhammad ibn Abd al-Wahhab, and they were completed under the supervision of Imam Muhammad ibn Saud, Islamic University. See, there's the last name Saud again. Muhammad ibn Saud. So that was, I don't know if that's the guy who was part of the tribe of Saud, or the people of Saud were like in this university. I don't know. But awesome. So that's a little bit of a teaser for you. And this little intro was by the pen of Fahd ibn Nasir ibn Ibrahim al-Sulayman. May Allah grant him pardon. Very awesome, right? Oh, so it's just, I'm very excited. So that's your little teaser for now. Just tune in later. I have to go pray my group prayer in like 6 minutes. So maybe later I'll, get it going. But whenever I get some facts like that, I gotta get them out of my brain and recorded. So hopefully you learned something, fam.